that our new chairman? Yes, he looks like a new chairman. Yes, he looks like a new chairman. I know you are an outgoing chairman. Thank you so much. Vice Chairman. You must know our treasurer and our Madam General Secretary and our social secretary and our financial secretary. He's executive the protocol side. We will stay here, we'll hop this step, and then we'll remove this black, and then the First Bank Experience Center, and then after that, we'll take it. Photographers on the other side now. Hey. Move back, step back, please. Yes, to the glory of God. Come, we need a video. It's the office at the Gate House, my borough. Yeah, that's just a banana. Well, thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen. So, to the glory of God and to the benefit of all of our residents, both visitors and residents that are here, it's an honor for me to be unveiling and commissioning the administrative Gate House of Banana Island Resident Association, one of the foremost resident associations in Lagos. They are very law-abiding, they're very committed to the bigger Lagos agenda, they are very forward-looking, and they obey the rules and regulations of our city. So we're happy to be part of them, to join them in this self-finance investment for the benefit of all residents and all their visitors that will come in. Thank you, sir. Thank you very much, sir. Thank you. The Banana Island Gate House, official commissioning by the Governor of Lagos State, his name is there, which is done by the 2022-2024 Expo. That's important for prosperity. Chairman, Mr. Frank, Vice Chairman, the Maker Wednesday. So you see, we public officers want to put our name. You see, the names are also put there because people's memory are always very short. Yeah. The General Secretary, Mr. Itola Bada, Legal Advisor, Mr. Adebayo Oyagbola, Financial Secretary, Mr. Patrick, Treasurer, Mr. Olajumoye, Social Secretary, Madam Jane, and the Public Relations Officer, Mr. Abiodun tonight. It's really beautiful club, and I imagine that residents and visitors of Banana will respect all of the great work that we have done. All right. They were the original. And whatever institutions they have, yes, sure they're not expired.
Yes, they come to do checks.
And sometimes they could just do a dry run.
Yes, just in case.
Or
Yes.
you just activate
it. Yes,
so that you know they are
yes. It's just like you're in the hotel. Sometimes you get the alarm. Yes. So this is
So once again, ladies and gentlemen, on behalf of the government of Lagos State, we're happy here this morning to come join the residents of Nana Resident Association to unveil, commission and handover for your users your estate administrative building, which I imagine will be a place of convergence, a place of dispute resolution, a place of information, communication, a place of community engagement in whatever issues, in whatever problem, in whatever information we require, either as a resident or as a visitor, or even as government, so that we have a working relationship between government, between the residents and the executive. And so investment like this, properties or offices like this help to, resolve issues that we all might not have the capacity individually to resolve. And so that's why I want to enjoin the residents to continue to work with their executive. You have chosen those your executives. I think it's important for you to donate those responsibilities to them and work with them. Lagos State government appreciates that they are also the resolver of issues for us. In a few times we had to come, and we respect the relationship we have with them. And so it's an honor that I'm here to unveil and hand over this your building to you for your usage and for the usage of the entire restaurant. And so yeah, it's my honor and my privilege to do this for you. Thank you very much.
2024, 2026, they will go and do their own.
yes. They'll do their own, Garden, Krishna Garden, and supported
The shoes are very big.
One man who was going to contest wrote a letter to say he's not contesting, that the shoes are for
Well, gentlemen of the press, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, once again, we are the third unveiling and commissioning event here inside Banana Island for the residents.
This one is around relaxation, which is important. It's an important component of communal living and healthy lifestyle. You know, you can walk, you can relax, and you also can enjoy. And so here now we have the estate recreational ground. It has sports center facility. It has ambience onto the lagoon, and this was heavily sponsored by Messrs. Providus Bank. They've got their ATM machine here as well, and they've done wonderful job on the football pitch and the lawn tennis court, everything, basketball court, on Astro Turf, and you can see that it's all proper land use. They've converted, you know, a dead asset, you know, that hitherto was not friendly, was not an eye to behold, but they've turned it to a place where residents can indeed have community engagement and have a better relationship amongst themselves. These are some of the things that engender, you know, co-location, co-living, cohabitation, and a better lifestyle at the end of the day. So, on behalf of the residents, the executives that have done this, it's my honor to first thank Messrs. Providus for being part of this, for the executive that were very proactive and forward-looking, and to all the residents that will also be using this, commission and unveil this facility for your benefit. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir. Thank you very much. Thank you.
Nobody can come tomorrow.
Because of you. And complete that, yes, sir. It's not, yes, yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Fully completed.
Thank you, sir.
Well done.
Thank you, sir.
Water.
Yes.
Gentlemen of the press, thank you very much. This will be the third and the final commissioning. All of this great commissioning is happening here inside the Banana Island estate. So this final one, which is the big elephant, is the Banana Island Residence Post Block. This is a facility that was jointly developed by the residents via the executive, and of course MTN via their social corporate responsibility angle, as also a responsible corporate entity, knowing and understanding the benefits that a facility like this will do to the residents and by extension their customers. So this place will be open to all residents and to all of the corporate entities that are either working or residing inside Banana. Of course, the facilities, I'm told, are top-notch, and you will have the opportunity to use all the facilities that are in these premises. And so I want to once again commend the outgoing executive for these very, very, very laudable projects that they've been able to embark upon in the last 2-3 years. You've seen, we started with the gatehouse and all of the amenities around entrance, ingress and outgress of the estate with the First Bank experience, with offices. We also went to the recreation and sports ground that has facility for football, basketball, volleyball, lawn tennis, and a sit out. And finally here at the boat club, all within the Banana Island Resident Association. I think the executive deserve a round of applause. I dare say that whatever it is and whatever strategy they've used to put all of this together, we can see there are physical things, these are infrastructural projects that you can see. And I want to commend the executive and the residents that probably are donated, you know, via levy or donation, you know, and to say that I believe that your money has been well spent.
Thank you, sir.
And like I said, you know, you need to continue to support and work with your executive is important, because what that does for you is you resolve issues very quickly and, you know, and time. And I want to the glory of God, unveil and commission this premises for and to the entire residents, both individual and corporate, in Banana Island. Your boat club is now open for you. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir.
Yeah. Boat club. Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you very much. You may be seated.
The governor, and the governor was so kind to offer the state government assistance in joining with us to build. That we then quickly thought that we don't want people in Mushi to hear that state government funds are being used to build recreation center for the rich in Banana. So we went to one of the rich, Providence Bank, who very willingly funded the project. Thank you very much, Your Excellency. The other thing I'd like to say, Your Excellency, because I know how very busy your day is today, is to make a plea. The access road to Banana, when it rains, sometimes the estate is locked down. I want to make a special plea. I know you. When you make a promise, you deliver. I hope you will make a promise today. Promise, sir. Thank you, sir. Thank you very much. Thank you, sir. Thank you. Thank you. We have done the best we can with the local government, but it needs an intervention at a higher level. And we thank you for the generosity that you have always shown to us, sir. There isn't anything to say. It's just to thank you for patiently going with us to all the locations that we have been this afternoon. And to say, Mr. Governor, those days when we hear that Lagos State government people are coming to Banana, we hide under the table. Now we are proud to go out and welcome them because we are fully compliant. And I want to thank you, sir. And I want to thank your commissioners, your directors, especially the planning people and the building control people for working with us to achieve the relationship that we have today. Once again, Your Excellency, thank you so much for coming. We pray that God will continue to give you strength for the good work that we all need for you to do in Lagos State. Thank you very much, sir. We thank you. And Your Excellency, if you have a few comments, I will invite you to please come and make comments to us. Thank you, sir.
A man of impeccable character, a man that understands what integrity, competence, capacity truly stands for. Mr. Frank, with every sense of respect, I have taken time to express my delight to this man, not because he's just your chairman, but because I know in the other part of his life, outside of Banana Island, what he truly stands for. When this government baked about 5.5 years ago, it was not just a critic, it was a positive critic that we worked together in Apapa at that time to create a solution that today now we are truly happy that we're able to solve this problem. So it's a man that we have handled each other, we have spoken truth to one another, and he consistently stays on the side of what is fair, what is just, and what is transparent. And so to you, the residents of Banana, quite frankly, he might have, and that's his name, quite frankly, you know, he might have served you very well for 2 years. But I want to say to you that indeed, you're going to be missing a resident, a man that is indeed a definition of what a true Nigerian truly really should represent, Mr. Frank Aibu. But I also know that you haven't achieved this alone. You've had a team that believed in your leadership, that surrendered to your leadership, and they've worked tirelessly with you to achieve this great feat and this, you know, phenomenal infrastructural development that you've put into this resident. And so the speech is not about what has happened. It's about what will now happen going forward. And so my admonition and my request will be for the incoming executive. Indeed, going around this estate this afternoon, really, you know, you have a big job to do. the shoes that they have created for you, I really hope that you can check your shoe sizes and you can really fit into it, because indeed they're very, very big. But I know that if you apply wisdom, and you can draw from the wealth of your predecessor, it will help you greatly to be able to navigate, what you are freely, set yourself. You want to show amongst your residents that you have the leadership capability. And I know that the residents have chosen very well, even with the incoming leadership. So I want to say that all of the things we've seen here, and I did make a disclosure when I was coming in that I'm not yet a resident. And you see, I was greeting somebody there that is my landlord, because he gave me a small bungalow that each time the rent expires, I get a phone call. But the point to note is that, it's important that when we come back here 2-3 years from today, that all of these facilities are still well maintained. Maintenance is one thing that we need to be able to, earn and respect in this part of the world. All of the sporting facilities that they've donated to you, all of the ATM machines that are there, all of the things that we'll see here, the responsibility will see that they are well maintained, they are functional 3 years down the line, 4 years down the line, 5 years down the line, so that indeed both the residents and the people that have supported and donated this will be encouraged to want to also do more, and continue to see that it was money well spent. And to all the residents, like I said, and I'll also say it, you are one of the 1% of the 1% of the 1%. But it's not anybody's fault, and it's neither yours. It's because, in my view, you've all earned it, you've worked tirelessly to be where you are, and the minimum we can do as a government is also to support you. It's also to ensure that where you work and play and you relax, it also reflects what contribution each and every one of you is given to our state and to our country at large, right? And so you don't owe anybody any explanation or any apology, right, if this place speaks to what it is. And it's because you've taken time, to be conscious of what your environment looks like. And that's why you've all respected each other, to ensure that your individualism, you have surrendered it to your executive, for them to be able to take care of the things that individually you don't need to take care. Because you can imagine if everybody now needs to clean up the frontage of his residence, clean up or nurture the grasses all around their houses, or ensure that when you are coming in, is a house help that's coming to open the gate for you at the main entrance. They've made all of that available for you, and so that is what communal living, that's what it represents. You will surrender, believing that you have capable and competent leadership to help navigate, making sure that the environment continues to speak, to what you expect. But whilst doing that, it's also to explain and express to the, first to the outgoing and to the incoming, that Lagos State officials are currently enjoying a very cordial working relationship. And I use those words carefully, working relationship with the current executive. So what it means is that where there are, infractions, where there are things that need to be corrected, where there are rules to be met, where there are fees to be paid, the executive have worked with the officials of Lagos State to ensure that they reach out to those residents or to those developers and ensure that the right thing is done. I'm going to enjoin and plead with the incoming executive, please let that kind of relationship, let it further, and continue, and let it also further deepen, such that if you also even see that government will not be happy with this, you can also call and say that Mr. Commissioner or Mr. Director or Mr. Pamsek, we're noticing these kind of things and it's not what is in our plan. Can you come and let us look at it together and we'll resolve it? It's not that you're doing anything hard, but you're just ensuring that everybody, as much as possible, keep within the rules, of engagement within the estate, and that's the only way where we all live, cohabit, and we live well and expect, all the very, very best out of where you live. Finally, it's really to thank all of your donors and sponsors that have done these things to you. I know their names. You know, I know their names. I know the one there, the one there, the one here. What chairman has done for me is that I will ensure that I take them and I'll take them to a place called Ajekun and Yanopaja and we'll try and creatively get them to also push their corporate social engagement in some of those. They are doing great things around Lagos, I dare say, but we're probably just going to ensure that they do a bit more. You know, but we're happy with all of them, what they become and what, you know, Lagos is indeed, you know, it's about. And so really is to congratulate all of you, you know, is to commend you. I'm sure that you have your challenges around with the executive. They are too hard, they are too strict, they are too this. It's really because they want you to have a place you can call home, that when you sleep, you truly really sleep with your two eyes closed. You know, and the chairman had made a big request to say that the access road, you know, onto the banana we should help to fix. I know, because if I check it, a lot of you are responsible corporate citizens. Some might not, but let's use this as an appeal that if you think that you're also not doing all of the numbers in terms of paying what is due to government, please do it. I have citizens here that are one of the best in Lagos State in corporate social responsibility, that are paying the best in our state. They are here, residents. And so if we can just get people to copy them, right, it will make life a lot better for us. But I want to stand here and say that it's a government for all. And so you made a request. I know that the challenge on that road is the major outfall. And so we need to be able to discharge that water, right, onto the canal that is out on the right, you know, and see how we also can navigate some canal and get it on the left. It's unfortunate that an island that is another island does not even have access to enough water to discharge its water. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to, you know, ask my Commissioner for Environment and Drainage, who I will keep his name for security reasons, you know, to let us look at it again. To let us look at it again and let us see, because it's not just to do the road. The road to be done is the easiest. It's actually the outfall. It is the drainage that usually kills any road. You know, to put bitumen and the rest of it, but they don't like water. So it is the outfall. If you're looking at it, you see that it is those outfalls that we need to have a major outlet that needs to carry it and be able to discharge it, you know, to the bigger bottle of water. Commissioner for Waterfront is there, and so when I speak, they understand what it means, that they will come back and let us see if there is a bigger solution we can. My fear is that on that road there's somebody that has blocked that drainage. You see that, and that's the thing. It's not any rocket science. Somebody, that drainage or that alignment that's supposed to carry a bigger channel of water, somebody has built on it. And that's some of their problems. Somebody has built on it. And that's why all of you in one form are suffering that. So you can see where the challenges of governance, you know, come out from. With all our best intentions. I saw them, they're also demolishing some property, also in Parkview. Because people also will build on drainage channels. A drainage channel that has been kept to be 3 meters or 2.5 meters, people think that give them 1 meter. No, it's physics. Huge body of water meets that size to be able to drain, you know, when it rains. It's simple physics. And so once you have it, you know, in 30 minutes, the whole place will be cleared. But if it is constricted, that's when it will stay on the road. So I'm going to plead with you, you know, to work with us. You know, whatever it is that we believe will be a lasting solution, we will come up with it. You know, and so understand that I don't have a better interest to want to demolish anybody's house. I don't have any interest to want to make life uncomfortable for anybody. That wasn't what we swore for. We swore to make life a lot more meaningful for each and every one of you. And so it will not be a joy for me to want to come out and show Governor 2.5 years you're out of it. So why do you need to create enemies where you don't have to? But the responsibility is that while we're there and we need to do the right thing, please encourage us once we want to do the right thing. Once again, I want to thank and commend your outgoing executive management led by Mr. Frank, for a great job well done, and to encourage the incoming to keep up the facility, to encourage the residents to pay your dues, to support your leadership, to donate money for them so that they can indeed make this place what it is and what should indeed be a worthwhile, resident association. Thank you very much for listening, and indeed it's an honor for you to have invited us this afternoon. Thank you very much.
Ladies and gentlemen, I believe my governor deserves some more. Please put your hands together for him. That's the finest governor we have. That's the 15th governor. Governor Lagos State has ever produced. Ladies and gentlemen, the 15th governor of Lagos State. A man of great repute. A man who has impacted so many lives. Thank you so much, Mr. Governor.